So yes, hello everybody, my name is Konrad. You might know me from hosting Krakow's one of the most famous English comedy meetups, which is Crack Me Up. Yeah. You also might know me from hosting regular Chinese events in Krakow, Mandarin events, Zhongguan Jiboran Jihui. So that answers your question, Mandarin. Yeah, oh, no clapping for Chinese. Wow, what a dense political climate. Wow, English, okay, Chinese, no, it's all right, I get it. And if you have good taste in men, you might know me from your dreams. Anyway, hello, yeah. With that being said, hello everybody. It is my first time to be here at Story Slam. This is a dream come true. I've been wanting to come here for a while, but my other activities have prevented me. So thank you, Mark, for adjusting. I really appreciate that. So again, put your hands together for Mark. So, am I standing correctly everywhere? Yeah, it's fine? Oh, you got to be moving. Okay.
Yeah, a little.
Like that. Okay. Hello, viewers there. Yeah, so everybody, before I start telling my story that is related to the theme, which is the things we kept, yes, I would like to ask you, what do you think about my English?
Yes.
Perfect, pretty good. Yeah. Marvelous, stupendous, wonderful, fabulous. Thank you so much, Oxford Dictionary. So those are all correct, those are all proper, but the word I like to use is native, because English is my first language, technically. Even though I'm 100% Polish, English is my first language. I was born in Canada, so that explains it if you're wondering where the accent is from. My parents, before I was even born, they decided to leave Poland, flee communism, and they ended up in Canada, so that's where I grew up. But I will never forget when I was 6 years old, my father, he leaned over to me and said, "Hey Konrad, do you like it when it's cold, dark, and gray, and nobody laughs or smiles?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, kurwa, tough luck. Pack your bags, we're moving to Poland." So that's how I've been here for 30 years. For the past 30 years, I've seen Poland change a lot, but one thing that I have tried to maintain, or keep, cue in the theme, is my English. So when I first came to Poland, hardly anybody spoke English. So it was a little bit of a challenge to maintain my English competence, my English skill. So it was especially difficult when I would go to school and when I have English lessons with teachers that were educated Russian teachers, but they were rebranded as English teachers, and then they were supposed to grade my English. So with that being said, what do you guys think? What was my grade?
C. 100%.
What's your name?
Edward.
Edward. You're a smart man, Edward. He's right, C.
Wow.
I never got a straight A. I never got a B. I was too good for the teachers. They hated me. So throughout my years, I would get straight C's. Now it was also my fault because I would do farting sounds in class and I wouldn't really care, but there was the other aspect. It was that it was a little bit difficult, you know. I remember I had a teacher and she would say that, "Konrad, we want to make sure that here in our classroom you feel very comfortable." And I would tell her, no, that's not how you say it, yeah. So this continued on, and you would think that, okay, as things progressed, people got better English, I got to fit better into the system. Yeah, not so much. So the apogeum came when I was graduating from high school. By the way, how many Polish people do we have here in the audience? Good one. I like Edward. Edward is cool. So again, raise your hands. He distracted me. Again, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, quite a few. So you will know that the Polish high school ends with Matura, correct. So that is the final exam that you get for finishing high school. So try to guess what grade I got for my Matura in English. Well, we don't use the ABC system. So I gave Edward a pass, but for you guys, 3. Okay. Well, the thing is, I had the Matura, and we got the percentage point. So how many think that I got? So when it comes to written English, That's a different thing. I am dyslexic. I will agree that I do make occasional mistakes. But how much did I get in my spoken English? It was a 0 to 20 exam.
20.
You would say 20.
Yeah.
That's how you rate me right now, right?
100%.
100%. I heard 19.
10.
30. Who said 30? 13. Okay. What's your name? Jansu. You're the correct. Well, almost. I got actually 12.
Oh.
I got 12. And then so here's the thing. So when I was going to my exam, it was an oral exam, I had several colleagues that were before me and after me. One of them actually grew up in Chicago. The other one, mother, English teacher. Both of them failed.
Wow.
Both of them failed because they got less than 10 points, which was, and the cutoff was at 12 or at 10. I got 12 points, so I barely passed. So when we entered, we asked the teacher, what the fuck, right? And in my case, she said, well, Konrad, your pronunciation, perfect. Your accent, marvelous. Your vocabulary, stupendous. You just nie zmieściłeś się w kluczu.
So?
Polish people, do you know that?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
You didn't meet all the criteria.
I didn't meet all the criteria, so she said, they asked me questions, like for example, Konrad, what would you do if you went hiking? And I told her everything I would do if I go hiking, which, by the way, I like the person who said shrooms, because that's what I would do. Anyway, I told all my answers. She said, but none of these answers were on the answer sheet, because you were supposed to say that you would build a tent, that you would... Polish bureaucracy, and that was when the moment, first of all, I kept my sanity. I definitely kept my English, but I also kind of lost my faith in the Polish graduation system. And that's how it is. So since then, I knew that any evaluation, when it comes to especially languages, I don't give a fuck. So I've spent the last 15 years studying various languages, and I got my revenge. So, as Mark mentioned, I speak Mandarin, but Mark doesn't know this. I also had a small period where I learned Swedish.
Oh.
Yes, I live not far from, my name is Konrad, I live on ulica Konrada in Kraków, which has also the main IKEA there. So once I got drunk, I got lost in IKEA, I spent 4 years there. So, they have lots of wonderful books, by the way, if you don't know. So I just spent reading Swedish over there, and now, min svenska är lite rustig, men if I have to speak Swedish, jag kan prata lite svenska. And believe it or not, one day I was coming back from IKEA to my house, Swedish school trip to my high school. Who's the teacher who's responsible for taking care of them? That lady that gave me a 12 and failed 2 other English speakers. So I got my revenge. Mic drop. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah.